Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Campbell's Creations. Let's see. Can I pull this up? Okay. I'll turn the volume down on this one. I needed to see who I'm talking to. Hello. Oh, this. Okay. Well, today I'm working on doing some log cabin blocks. And got all this pretty fabric all tangled and mingled up. And I need to separate some to get it going. Hello, Emily. How you doing? She said, hello, Miss Ellen. Glad you could join.
Room and mop and sweep your bathroom.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, hi, Lil Wayne. How you doing? I'm glad to see you in the chat. I'm glad you're able to stop by and join me. I'm working on some log cabin blocks that I'm going to use. I'm going to put them in some of these quilts I got to finish up. It's hard. I'm trying to sew with shoes on, y'all. Starting off, I'm going to flip it over and trim it the length I want it. This is how I sew. And I'm going to press my seam to the darker side. Using this orange block as my center block here. My lighting a little off. The sun is not as bright as it usually be. It's cloudy here today. Sewing with Lil Wayne said, I am doing good. Slowly getting my sewing mojo back. Working on a few old projects. Me too, Lil Wayne. I'm working on old projects as well. I've been sick and not being able to, you know what, let me put some more of this blue on here. Not being able to finish what I started before I got sick, it bothers me. So I'm working on this little by little. And I got a lot of them I got to catch up on and get done. I guess if I get out of these shoes, which it'll take me 1 minute to untie and get out of it. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it to the back side where the string is hanging. Can you see that? This shows me where I can cut it at. There. And I press it. I'm pressing my seam to one side on this. It's a log cabin. And why not play dress up with the strings? I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this. My legs are kind of cramping me, y'all. They're hurting. I don't want to use that. And I'm trimming off my salvage edge. I don't want that in my quilt blocks. When I got home, I had never seen so much devastation before in my life. It's like it's like God came through. They said it was a tornado, but I promise you, I said it's God came through. Anybody care to join me? I mean, hi Vivian Carey. She said hi Ellen and everyone. I got to figure out how I share the link so someone else can join me. Okay, I'm pressing where most of my seam be under the darker fabric. Now, if I can remember where I'm at, right here. For some reason, I done got started to making them, and I like how you can separate the colors. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about in a minute here. And I lock in my stitches. I tells y'all that all the time. And I hold it up. I don't know if it wasn't for sewing. I don't know where I'd be right now, y'all. Hi, Maria H. She said, hi, Miss Ellen and everyone in the chat. I am so happy to see you live. So glad that you're safe and unharmed from the nasty weather. Well, thank you, Maria. I'm glad I'm safe too from this nasty weather. But I was just mentioning in the chat here that when I had went home, it's like only a few houses left standing. The tornado just destroyed the whole city, the whole little town. And one town about 45 minutes away from me, it wiped it out. All the buildings, all the houses, all the stores, everything is gone. And you can tell the trail and path the storm came through because it left a trail of damage. And when I saw it, all I could really want to do was cry. And I did a video where I did cry, but I ain't want nobody to see me crying on my channel. So I just did it where I could just let y'all know what was going on with me. I keep thinking, I said, Lord, would I been able to drive that far by myself? Not like they do it. My daughter and my son-in-law, they some drivers, I tell you. We only stopped one time coming back. One time. We filled up they filled up before we left Belzoni. And after we left Belzoni, Mississippi, we didn't stop no more until we got to Boomland. I was hurting and squirming and I was like, Lord, what's wrong with me? I can't stand this. I did get a chance to help my daughter a little bit. She was crying. She was depressed. She didn't know where they was going to live at and how they was going to do things. And I told her, I know she was feeling bad, but I had to tell her, stop looking at it at what you going to do and let God do it. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed a lot of comments. Sewing with Lorraine said one of my cousins lived just outside of Little Rock. She was at work and said the whole company high in the basement. Her house was okay, but one of her friends lost their roof. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lorraine. Sewing with Lorraine. Maria H says, my brother live in Arkansas near Little Rock. They got hit hard. Roof off home destroyed in a few deaths. Oh my God, Maria. I'm sorry to hear about that. We had 4 deaths in our hometown. I thought it was a little girl and a little boy, but the little girl passed away, and the little boy is still fighting for his life right now. He's in ICU in, I think, Jackson University, Jackson, Mississippi University Hospital, and the other two was two more adults, and I don't know who the fourth one was, but that's something. Storm come through while you getting ready for bed. My daughter said they was up. Family get together and watch TV right before they go to bed. And all of a sudden they start hearing something sound like a freight train coming through. I told her that was the storm then, sound like a freight train, and then the walls of the house go to breathing in and out. And she said, Mama, I don't know what you talking about some breathing in and out. Them walls was doing the wobble, wobble, wobble. I said, oh my goodness, it was getting ready to snatch the roof completely off the house. It took part of the roof off. Well, you can't say, might as well say it took all the roof off because it's so many big holes in the ceiling. And she got 3 children, and she's like, Mom, I thank God he let us come out without a scratch. She said, but now we gotta worry about where we gonna stay. She said, I got children. We can't just go anywhere. Then she got the baby is like 1 years old. Her birthday coming up too soon. But I know how she feel. I done kind of been there, but not with a tornado. I done had a couple floods. That's why I live north and not south. Flood and destroy your property, and you think you're gonna get some help to fix it back, and FEMA don't do what they think FEMA gonna do. If they do, FEMA got picks and chooses. Um. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi, Barbara Ritchie, Barbara Jean Ritchie. She said, "Hello, Miss Ellen. How you doing, Barbara Jean?" Barbara Jean said, "Are you back home?" "Yes, ma'am. I'm back home. Still sore, paying for that ride." That's the ride I was talking about. We stopped one time on the way back. We fueled up leaving Belzona, Mississippi, and didn't stop but one time, and that was in Boomland. Stopped in Boomland, and after that, we didn't stop no more till we got home. And I'm so. Today, I think I'm gonna run me a hot tub of water and put some Epsom salt in it and set in it. Just set till the water go cold because I'm hurting just that bad. I feel like some swelling. My left hip joint swelled up on me. Um, Hi, Mona did what? How are you? I'm doing pretty good, just hanging in there. Song with Lil Wayne speaking. Okay. Maria H says, absolutely, Miss Ellen. Let's go and let God. Amen. Amen. Barbara Jean says, Miss Ellen, do you sew with your shoes off or on? Well, this is how I sew. With that shoe off my foot. I tried to sew with it on, but it don't feel right. So I took it off. Okay, this go on the other side. Ooh. Sewing with LaWayne. Maria H says, what is it? I can't sew with shoes on, barefoot or socks when it's cold. I have on my socks now. Trying to keep this 4th-inch seam. I'm kind of struggling a little bit, y'all, today. The weather done changed on me and my little poor achy bones. I'm trying to push through it. Y'all like my hair? Can you see it? I got my hair kind of done a little bit while I was home. Oh, I'm finger pressing, y'all, my seams to one side until I can get to a hot iron. Did I just do that? I can feel everything today, y'all. It kind of helps inspire me when I can watch somebody else or have somebody else on my live with me while I sew. That's an encouragement to push and keep going, push. But I tell you, today is one of those days. Mr. Arthur got me. Okay. Look what it looked like, y'all. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to add some blue behind this black. Some of this blue and white. I cleaned my machine pretty good before I got started sewing. Got it cleaned out and thread up some bobbins and getting it ready to sew. Today After this live, I think I'm going to rest. I need to soak these bones. I like this. It looks kind of cute. The colors are they're not matching, but I like it. Let me show you what I'm talking about, see? And I'm going to do that blue across here. And I'm probably going to make a few of these because I want to finish up some of the UFOs I have. I got one of them almost about ready to put on this machine and quilt it up. And it's like I got 5 or 6 projects in planning, but I can only work on one. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I have notification popped up. Okay. Mona did what said, looks beautiful. Thank you, Mona. The song with Lawayne says, barefoot here. Yay. Maria said, yes, very pretty. Thank you, Maria H. The weather is cold and rainy here in Wisconsin. You live in Wisconsin? My brother tried to get me to move to Wisconsin, and I told him, before you can spit, and before the spit hit the ground, it froze in midair. I said, you from down there where you see heat monkeys jumping across the street, jumping across the road. How do you live up here? He was like, just like everybody else. Put on some clothes and go and do what you got to do. I'm like, I can't do it. My body hurt too bad. Barbara Jean Ritchie says, okay, she's speaking to someone else. Maria H., are you doing a log cabin block, Miss Ellen? Yes, I am, Maria H. I'm working on some log cabin blocks to be fillers for another quilt project. Some I got to finish up. Okay. And I cut these strips 1.5 inch strips with the fabric. 1.5 inch to width with the fabric. That blue and white sure brightens that up, don't it? Okay, I don't know how big I want it, so I'm going to stop on this one and start another one. Now, I know that ain't no 1 inch block. 1.5 inch. How did I do that? Some black. Someone with Lawayne said, pretty. Thank you, Maria H. Oh, yes, nice. Thank you too, Maria. While we're talking, if y'all don't mind, do give my channel the thumbs up for me. That way, maybe it'll get before some more peoples and they can see it and maybe learn how to make a log cabin block without a pattern. Using the 1/4 inch seam allowance. Yeah.
Oh, you sewing away.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry I don't have a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, that's okay.
Y'all, this my nurse, Miss Nita.
What?
These my quilting friends.
Oh, okay.
And I finally got the button, y'all. Life alert. I had mentioned to someone and told them that I almost passed away. And
Buttonholes are not
the
easy.
medics, ma'am,
Buttonholes are not easy.
no, ma'am, they are not. And I didn't have this at that time, but the authorities and stuff had to come and they had to break in here to get in here to me.
Oh my goodness.
That was so scary and terrifying to me because I don't know what happened. It's just I got up at 3 o'clock that morning and I ate me a big plate of food. And when I got through eating, I was watching my TV, catching up on YouTube because I don't really watch nothing else hardly, unless I'm going to watch Two Broke Girls.
Uh-huh.
I like watching them because they make me laugh every time. And I fell asleep. And when I woke up, trying to get up out the bed, I couldn't get up.
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't call for help. I didn't know what to do. My daughter said my speech was off. Because my daughter just, after I prayed, y'all.
Your blood sugar must have been way off.
Yes, ma'am. I laid there. I couldn't do nothing for myself. And I kept saying, Lord, I need some help. Send somebody to help me, please. Let somebody call me or something. And before I got through praying that prayer, my phone rang and I grabbed it and said, hello. It was my daughter.
Oh.
And all I could do was say, I need help. I need help. And she said, mama, you wasn't saying no, I need help. You was trying to say something else, but your words wasn't coming out right. I said, oh my God. I said, to me, I was saying I need help.
Have you got a med alert thing?
Yes, ma'am. I wear it on my wrist.
Good. I feel better now.
Yes, ma'am. I had to get this.
Sounds like you have a daughter that takes care of you.
Yes, ma'am. She have to work too, though.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to put me in the nursing home.
Oh, really? Well, you seem pretty alert to me. And
yes, but then they were scared to let me come home, the hospital, because after I had that episode and almost passed away, I wind up back in the hospital because I was asking my daughter, do she think I was having a stroke? And they said, yeah, so they put me back in there to check me for having a stroke. But they didn't find anything. And I said, thank you, Jesus. It must have been my sugar. I'm like, I don't see how it could just been my sugar. And I ate all that food and laid down on it. And my sugar levels just bottomed out, went out. Couldn't get a reading. There was reading 0.
Oh my goodness.
And one of the medics ran.
Fortunate.
Yes, I am. One of the medics ran in the kitchen. Well, she made it to my dining room. Ooh. She grabbed the peanut butter and opened it up and gave me a spoon and told me to eat. She said, eat. And I went to eat. And I ain't said no, I just eat. I said, they saved my life. That's the first time I have ever experienced something like that. And it was real scary, y'all.
Yeah, with diabetes, you really, really have to watch yourself.
Yes, ma'am. I know that now. And then I stayed by myself too, so that was real scary. One of my daughters one of my daughters considering moving in with me, or we move in together. But she want a house, and I'm like, well, I can go along with a house. Y'all know I want that school bus, so she get a house. Well, at least I have a driveway big enough to set one in. That's why I was kind of worried. I'm like, Lord, am I going to see my school bus? Am I going to be able to get a school bus?
Well, I think I come back day after tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you make a grocery list, if you need anything, we'll go get your groceries.
It's not time yet.
You're okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, whenever you need, you let me know and we'll do it.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you go to the washateria?
I sure do.
Okay. Do you need to go when I come next time? If you do,
I sure do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well then you get everything together and I'll take you to the washateria, okay?
Okay, I sure appreciate that. It's right round the corner.
Okay. Well, we want to make your life as simple as possible, so.
Well, thank you. I sure appreciate it.
I know it's awful being dependent on people.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if I can help you not have to have your daughter do different things for you and all, that makes it easier for both of you.
Yes, ma'am, but it's going to be hard for me to quit and give up. I'm not going to just give up. I'm going to fight every step of the way.
Well, I think you should. That's what keeps
That's
us
why I
going.
refuse to move out of upstairs house so I can steady climbing. If it make me breathe hard, then I just be breathing hard. But I want to keep that workout going.
Yeah.
I want to keep.
Well, you may have to move somewhere without steps in the not too distant future because the steps can be a danger too.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I know. I done fell down these a couple times, but that was before I started having issues.
Well, you be very careful.
I sure will. I'm more afraid being in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Anybody that know you fall in that bathtub, you'll never forget it.
Well, at least it's a clean bathtub.
Yes, ma'am.
But no, you be real careful in that bathtub. That's right. You just take a shower in it. You don't try to sit down, do you?
Oh, I sit down sometime, like now, like when I'm hurting real bad. I need to sit in some hot water. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay, I'm going back downstairs.
Yes, ma'am. Maria H, are you okay? I read that. Someone with pretty. Yes. I like the traditional red center. Maria H. That is beautiful. I like the traditional red too. But I didn't have any. Oh, my needle unthread. I didn't have any red I could get a hold to right quick, right fast. Red fabrics. And I wanted to get these done. My machine unthread itself. Okay. Catch that thread. This my favorite part, y'all. Threading the needle. The very needle that you can barely see the eye of. Which reminds me, I'm due for an eye check exam to see is my medicine and my glasses up to part. Okay, this one's gonna be a little difficult since all my little needle threaders are broke. Got it. Yay. I'm excited when I thread a needle, y'all. I'm not really wanting to quit on it. Hello, motivational from the weightlifting geek. Hey, my dear friend at Campbell's Creation. Hi, my name is Ellen Campbell. I'm glad you can join me. I like that traditional red center too, Maria. I just couldn't find the red fabric that I was wanting. Y'all know I've been making hair barrettes. I cut everything up. I couldn't stop making barrettes, from scrunchies to barrettes, and I gotta keep busy doing something. If I just sit up in the house and feel sorry for myself or something, I'm gonna go bonkers. So I don't want to do that. And my friend, one of my sewing friend, Melissa, with Practically Creative, she had told me, well, Miss Ellen, when you not feeling too good and you need to cook and stuff, get one of your rolling chairs you sew in and put it in the kitchen and sit down and cook what you need. And I thought that was such a blessing. She blessed my soul with that one, because I wouldn't have thought of it. A lot of time when you're in pain, that's the last thing you're going to think about. And you be trying to figure out how I'm going to do things, I told my daughter and my granddaughter what I did, but I ain't tell y'all, so I guess it's time to tell y'all. I went downstairs and I was trying to cook, y'all. Let me move these mess notifications from before my screen. Okay. I was trying to cook. Hi, Pamela Eves. She said, hi, Miss Ellen. How you doing? Yeah, but I went down trying to cook one day. I was sick and feeling bad, y'all. And I was praying, talking to God at the same time while I'm trying to cook, and went down there and set the stove on fire. I was so I did, all I could do was say, I said, now, Lord, you know you got to help me with this one. I don't know what to do. And the stove just was burning because a little oil had waste on it and it was burning. And he said, I could hear him just a plain said, wet your dish towel and lay it over it to smother it out. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. I hurry up and did it. It worked like the charm. It worked. So after that, I didn't try to cook for a little while. I just stopped until I went to feeling better. I told my granddaughter what had happened because I had tried to get my daughter to come over. I said, won't you come over and cook for me? Just come over and cook a little dish, and, I'll put it up and eat off of it a few days. But come on over. She said, Mama, I love to come, but I'm so tired, I don't know what to do. Instead of she come and cook, she went and bought me something and brought it back. I said, okay, this will work for the moment. But when stuff like that happens, I think I'd be more embarrassed to tell somebody that it happened to me than just realizing if I talk about this and, speak it to others, because you got young people out there that's sick too, dealing with the issue of trying to cook and feed themselves. And when something like this happens, that's just a wake-up call. Don't feel bad because it happened. It's a wake-up call. It's just another sign telling you that you need some help. And once you get better, then you can do better. But first then, I stopped cooking. I pulled out my electric rice cooker. And honey, I was a soup eater. Anybody can remember me talking about I'm having soup? I was cooking rice soup. Everything had rice in it. It's not funny, but I just thank God, I was able to speak to him, ask him to help me, and he literally told me what to do. Okay. Hi, Auntie Ellen. How you doing? I'm so glad you could join me. She said, hello, Miss Ellen in chat. Give it he. Thumbs. Get the thumbs up. Please give me the thumbs up. From my TV, but came over for a few to say hi to everyone. Thank you, Auntie Ellen. I'm glad you was able to come by and say hello. I was just telling everyone about a frightening moment I had while being sick. How my stove caught on fire. And by me being sick, normally somebody see the stove on fire, they gonna go to running and hollering and screaming, asking somebody help, help, help. I didn't do that. I didn't have the strength of energy to do it. So I prayed and I said, Lord, you're gonna have to help me here. I don't know what to do. How do I put this out? And I could hear him tell me just as plain and clear. He said, wet your dish towel, soak and wet it, and lay it over the eye. Because the fire had got about this high up. He said, just lay it over the fire and it'll smother it out. I was so happy. I was so happy. That was a blessing. Any other time, I probably would have been ran out the house. The house would have probably burnt down for me running. But I'm glad I was just, I can't do this. So I finally told my daughter about it, but I told my granddaughter first. Because me and my granddaughter, we talked about a lot. She asked me when she be having problems and issues, Grandma, what to do? And I'll tell them. Motivational from the weightlifting geek. Hey, everyone in the chat. He's speaking to y'all. Hey, motivational weightlifting geek. Mona Diaz with Maria. Okay. Auntie Ellen says, oh, she's speaking to someone else. Oh, wait, I'm behind in the chat. Maria said, excuse me, I know it's freezing here. I used to live in Florida. When husband passed in 2019, I moved here with my daughter's family, and I can't stand this weather. I do miss the warmth and sunshine. I know you do. I went to Florida one time, and it was so hot down there. Oh my God. Just to walk outside, you need an umbrella. And I tell everybody, you're going to Disney World, take an umbrella. You're not going to enjoy your trip unless you got an umbrella. My girls be laughing at me, Mama. I said, I might sound funny to you now, but am I telling the truth? It be so hot that heat hit your head. And then if you're going to Disney World, you're going to be standing in those long lines like snakes chains where the line's so long, you got this, it swoops around like this. A line, curve around, a line. Almost like you're playing musical chairs, but it's music is stepping line. And the lines wrap around the whole place you're trying to go into. And I'm like, oh my God. I paid at the door. Oh, thank you, Maria H. Auntie Ellen says, I sew with my shoes off. All right. I know I sew with mine off. It don't feel right. Sewing with my shoe on and with my shoe off, I can tell the difference. I know how fast I'm sewing, but with that shoe on, I be mashing on this thing and it be like I'm speeding or something and won't be doing nothing. I don't know how many blocks I'm gonna make like this, but I think I'm gonna make a little pile. I'm gonna work on these all day today. Well, I'm probably gonna stop in a little while and go make me some lunch. I'm trying to press these seams under the darker side of the fabric. All to one side, because I do that sometimes. But when I don't have to use it, I press my seams open and I lock in every stitch. And the reason I lock in my stitch is because if you send your quilt top off to a long armor and they need to tug on your quilt a little bit for anything, you don't want it to pull apart. You done did all that hard work and then it just unravels. And I figure if you just lock in your stitches from the get-go, when they tug on it, or if it need a tugging, it won't fall apart. That's the reason and the purpose of locking in seams. And I know everybody sews different. But I just go ahead and do mine because, honey, when Mr. Arthritis get through with you, you don't want none of this to be done in vain. Not none. Sitting can get painful. Then you have to re-sit again. Let me do it like this. I'm pressing these seams to one side, so when I get them made, I'm going to take it to some hot heat. Okay. Look like I'm missing some more gray. Did I drop any? No, I'm sewing that much. I find my centerfold. When I find my centerfold, it tells me which side is the right side of my fabric. That way I know this side is. Maria said, some food converts to sugar. Yes, it do. And I can name a few for you, like sweet potatoes, white potatoes, brown potatoes, Irish potatoes, macaroni, pasta, cornbread, all that transfer into sugar. And I just learned, y'all, it's best to go and eat them vegetables. Eat more vegetables than anything. I love me some vegetables. I went home. I thought I was going to get a chance to get me some okra seeds and some squash seeds and some green seeds because I was really interested, well, I'm still is interested in doing a hydroponic garden. But if I can't get to that yet, I got a few buckets and a few cans, or I can go down here to this Rural King and get me a trough that I can sit outside, one of those metal tanks, and I can plant in that. And once I plant in that, if I need to move it, I can move it. I won't have to give it up. I'll be sick. I have to leave my little garden behind. And I did go home to my house when I went south to check it out, and everything still looks okay and just need minor work did to it. If I can get the minor work did, I told my daughter they can stay there. I don't know how interested she is in it though, but it's a 3-bedroom. It's way too big for me by myself. Friend Nurse Nita. Oh, okay. Auntie Ellen said, I use a life alert, Miss Ellen. Mine has national GPS and fail direction. It follows me all over the country. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Mine has where I have to take it with me. It has a controller box, which has a speaker box on it, and I have to take it with me. It works everywhere I go, but I have to take it with me and register it in whatever community I'm going to be in at that time, so they will have the accurate address. I don't know about going Hawaii or somewhere like that, how it works, but that's pretty much what I was told. They are very good to have. Real sad. Oh, God bless you. And he sure does. Hallelujah. Yes, he do. And you know it's him speaking to you too when you're talking to him. It's just a smooth and calm. I added something else. Okay, I might as well do this block as well. I like this side better. I just been on here running my mouth. Ooh. Ooh. I moved to a handicap apartment after I recovered from my coma and able to leave the family home where I went to recover. Oh, Auntie, I didn't know. It's a blessing. It's a blessing just for us to still be here and still have a desire to do good and and to support others. That's just a blessing to me. Because when I was coming up, seemed like things were so hard and so complicated. If you didn't know nothing, wouldn't nobody tell you. And come to find out why wouldn't nobody tell you was because they didn't know themselves. And I kind of ran into some of the same stuff with one of my daughters. Like, Mama, why you didn't teach us this or this here? I said, baby, I couldn't teach you something I ain't know nothing about. And she finally understood. I said, sometimes all our kids need is just to be talked to and told, we grew up minding our business, own business, because you get in grown folk business. They gonna smack you in the face, take you in the back room, set a chair around your neck, and get you out of them clothes and tear all your back end up. Okay. Okay, y'all. My sign is acting up too, so I'ma end it here. I thank y'all for coming in and sat with me. I'ma sew some more, but I need to eat me something because I just had a little chicken pot pie this morning. It was delicious. I could eat those anytime. And let me see, can I catch up in chat right quick? Barbara Jean Ritchie said, Miss Ellen, you're not giving up. You just have more time to sew. Yes, I have more time to sew. I'm not giving up. Okay. Yes. Hi, Beverly Akins. How you doing? She said, hello, Ellen, and everyone in the chat. Hello, hello. Oh, okay. Oh, it looked like a piece of red on your block. Yeah, it looks a little red and when you look at it, but that's a orange. It's like it's an orange color. I couldn't really find any red that I wanted to use to do it unless I used something like this, Mickey Mouse or Minnie, and I didn't want that in my quilt. Song with LaWayne said, my youngest sister moved in with my mom. She is 80. As mom can no longer cook, clean for herself, I told them they need two more windows, then they would have a golden girl a golden girl house. I used to love watch Golden Girl every morning. Maria A said, I was used to the Florida weather, lived there for 47 years. Wow. I know you missed that. That heat can massage you itself. Now, Mississippi used to get hot like that a little bit, but it didn't stay like that. It will be so hot till you could see heat waves bouncing off the ground and stuff. But then a rain would come and cool things down. And then when the sun come back out again, it's not that hot. Hi, Brenda Foley. She said, hello, Miss Ellen. How you doing? Glad you could stop by to say hello. Thank you, Brenda. I'm very glad my house was spared too. My house and my brother's camper, both of those were spared because I was going to stay in the camper when I went down there. So I actually he got a 2-bedroom camper house. So I just left some stuff there. But I picked it up when I came back. Hi, So Terry. She said, hello, Miss Ella. Just popping in to say hi. Thank you, So Terry. I'm glad y'all could join me. But I'm getting ready to end this so I can go and fix me a lunch to eat. It's a late lunch. I probably shouldn't have ate it already, but I want to go and fix it before I go to getting sick and feeling too bad or my sugar start dropping to where I can't cook. So I'm going to go and do this now. And I thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for watching. And it was something I was wanting to do. I was planning to do, but it's in the line of sew-alongs. Well, not sew-alongs. It was screen sharing. Like I wanted to sew with someone, sharing the screen, same screen, a live we on, and I wanted to share my screen. That way we could share good tips and ideas, things we use when we sew. Um, Stuff like making your own starch for starching your fabric and ironing them so they'll be so straight. And I showed y'all on one of the episodes I did on the barrettes how I stiffen my fabric. And I think that's a treat, sharing, different ideas, because a lot of these things is not just going to come automatically. And I don't think anyone probably should pay money for something that has been taught from ancestries to ancestries, coming down the line of sewers and quilters. And then somebody, might want to up and put a label on it. But I share what I learned for free. And I will continue to share what I learned for free. I have sewing books. I even have designed my own patterns for some quilts and stuff I do, but I never patent them. The only patent I have is a photo date showing that I created it first. That's the po folks patent. Long as you can prove what you got and did it yourself, that's how you po folk patent it. A Zoom. Brenda said a Zoom sound, it'll be good. Bye, Lawayne. See you later. Nice chatting with you. YouTube live show where you can add others to your live. Yes, I was looking for that button, but I didn't see it this time because I did it on my computer. And I'll get it figured out. Somebody gonna have to help me. And then I want to do the what the thing is, the roadblock, the road, the roadblocks where you share friends' channel on your channel. And I want to get it set up. So if I don't have y'all link, everybody got their link. Y'all email me y'all link in the email I put in the description of this video. Email me y'all link so I can get this together, so I can get some help y'all on getting this done. So when we do, like, for instance, say we do I so Terry, then your link will pop up like I have seen on some more channels. And that's what I want to do. I want to share. So I appreciate y'all coming in. Do email me your link so I have it. I'm going to create a list. And it's nice sewing with y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. This will be the end. Bye now. Let me check. Okay, bye. Bye. That's it.